Good evening, teachers and friends. My name is Walinger Ortiz. In this opportunity, I'm going to talk about some tips for having success with the Cambridge text, the preliminary English text, and the first certificate. So, about the preliminary English text, okay, the following tips are so essential for people who are going to present this text. Take into account. First, don't rush to answer. So I recommend a student to read each question and every answer carefully before responding, because some answers are similar and can be confusing. And the idea is that we try to analyze each answer, before giving a response. Another one is to listen carefully. At the listening session, we have two opportunities to listen in audio. In those opportunities we had to try to get some notes, write some words down, some key words in order to interpret what is the correct answer, and when we're sure about that, we are going to give the response. Okay. On the other way, I had to recommend a student to keep track of your time. So keep track of your time. Remember that the time that we have for this session or for present this test is so limited. We don't have a lot of minutes. We have some minutes, and we have to take advantage of every minute, every second of this test. Okay, we have to manage it well. And if we don't know maybe the answer to any question, we have to advance, continue responding the question. And when we are getting to the end, maybe we can go back to those point or to that part that we didn't answer and complete it. Okay, but we don't have to let any space, without responding. On the other part, we had to make a plan. This is especially at the moment we are going to make the writing session. Okay, we had to try by ourselves. So practicing maybe at home before presenting this test, writing stories, writing letters, writing emails, and in this way we are going to appropriate ourselves about maybe any words, about some grammar tenses, okay, that are going to be important for us to express our ideas at the moment we present the session. On the other hand, we have to stay calm. So essential, stay calm. Never get nervous, okay? Because nervous can play a trick on us. So, and at the same time, the nervous can rush to us, okay, to answer the questions without being right, and as well, we don't have to compare ourselves with the people who are around us. Okay, we have to remember that each person has his own process. Okay, and on the other hand, some texts for presenting the first certificate tests are practicing reading. So I recommend a student to practice reading a lot. Start by reading short blogs, okay, maybe the newspaper, maybe some articles online, and try to make longer pieces. Longer pieces. Try to highlight vocabulary that is unknown for you, okay, and so on. But never get stuck. We don't have to get stuck, okay. And on the other hand, is I recommend a student to have a conversation. Try to record yourself, talking about whatever topic, maybe about the topic of the violence, the topic of the story of Colombia, what you remember, what you can produce by yourself naturally, and so on. And in this way, we're gonna be good, or we have a good score, on the speaking session. On the other hand, some similarities that I can highlight between box text are the coming one. For example, box text evaluate the abilities of a speaking, writing, listening, and reading. Yes, they text the four skills. So, as well, box text, the result is at or not, okay, and however passes, it obtain a certificate that doesn't expire. doesn't expire. And the other one is the boss. The preliminary English test and the first certificate is designed for students who are upper intermediate level of English, okay, who have an advanced level. Is for these kinds of people. And finally, some differences. What I could find about this is on the time, for example, on the preliminary English test, the reading session and writing, it lacks 90 minutes, okay? And the listening part lacks 30 minutes, and the speaking about 10 or 12 minutes. But on the other hand, the first certificate test in the reading session lacks 75 minutes, on the writing one 90 minutes, okay? In the listening 40 minutes, and on the speaking 14 minutes. So this was what I could uh, explain about this text. So I recommend you to practice and, okay, to study then, to get focused on the abilities that are going to be evaluated. But before presenting, I recommend you to prepare yourself. How? Developing each ability. Thank you so much.